I can see, put it on the slideshow.
Yeah, I have put
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I would like to commemorate my presentation with a quote. If you can see here, connect before you correct. So here, when we see here teacher surrounded by students in a circle, and if we can see, teacher is also a part of that circle. She is not sitting aside or out of that circle. So this is a quality circle time, which is a regular classroom teaching ethics, or you can say part of a curriculum in our school which we follow. So this is just to build a strong relationship, and a strong relationship creates trust, and trust makes learning more effective. Next. So here I am Rita Srivastav, an educator and CBSE master trainer, along with my co-author Miss Manorma Anand. She is also a master trainer and an educator. We feel honored to present our research work on pedagogy. Next, please. Here we can see traditional education versus modern education. So in traditional teaching, where we already know it was based on the rote learning, more of a teacher centric. And now when nep, we align with nep and aims by 2030 that a modern classroom should integrate technology and should be more focused on the real life applications to make learning more engaging. It has to be experiential learning based, and the learning should be such that they develop values as well, and it should be more engaging for the children to upskill their skills. Yeah. Next slide. Here are few problems which we as a pedagogy coach discussed with teachers what they are facing in the classroom teaching. So here are few problems like they are not able to manage the classroom. Sometimes, it's not always. Then few teachers, they are not able to use AI tools during the classroom learning. Then during making assessments, now we focus more on the choice based assessments, because now vocational education is also important, as we all are aware. And more of the skilled, still students need to develop some skills, otherwise they would face employment issues. Next, please. So here I did a case study with two of my teachers. Total there were 8 teachers, but I have highlighted here two. So they were facing classroom management, student engagement, then your synchronization, use of AI tools sometimes. So we have guided them with the ABC behavior chart, then teaching as relationships in the classroom. We have trained them, we have guided them for their to overcome these difficulties in the regular day to day classroom teaching. Next, please. When teachers have implemented those, but still, it takes time. It's not a one day journey. They still, and we have done this for a year. It was a year training, and we have trained them for a year. And then we have taken the assessments also, feedback from the students. So the problems which were like classroom management, then still if we see many teachers, like you can say subjects of Hindi, Sanskrit, they cannot use the AI technology, but we are still training them, and they are now equipped with such techno based classroom teaching. We have also modified assessments. Then we have also introduced skill education. Next, please.
Now, while doing the case study, we realizes that there is something lagging that should be included in the classroom teaching, not on the traditional method of teaching where the teacher is teaching from the books and all. We wanted to implement them some new pedagogies in their classrooms. So few of them we are discussing here, like the constructivist approach, where the learners, mean the students, can build their own understanding based on experiences and the prior knowledge. They get that platform in the classroom by the teacher where they can come with their own understanding, share their feedback, and can resolve the issues related to the learning or the topics. Experiential learning, learning through experience and reflection to develop deeper understanding. Collaborative learning we promote much more, because there are some students who feel comfortable with their peers only, not with the teacher, sometimes, not all the times. So in that case, collaborative learning is like a blessing for them. Inquiry based learning, we always encourage inquiry based learning. We always appreciate students and the teacher, where the classrooms are having more inquiry based approaches, where they are discussing their doubts. Teacher is also there to help them in case if it is like teacher is not able to give the answer, she politely tell them that it's okay, we will discuss this in the further class, and then she do the research and later she brief it to them. Play based learning, no, it's not possible all days, but yes, once a lecture we try to make on a play based pedagogy, so that the learning became more interesting and not so stressful for them, especially in the math, science, and social science also. Inclusive pedagogy, where all the children with different type of intelligence, it can be a gifted, it can be a slow learners, all of them come together in a group, discuss their topics and resolve their doubts also, we can say in that situation. Reggio Emilia is new one, where we said that teacher is playing a third person to approach, where the first person is the child who is having the knowledge, second is the group who is assigned to them to discuss the topic, and teacher is there to guide them related to the projects. Waldorf education, where the nurtures the head heart, where we can say the art integration has been introduced. It's not on the theoretical base, it can be in form of a poem, it can be a story, it can be a song, where the teacher can also express, because sometimes it's became very boring to discuss in a theoretical manner from the textbooks, and also the teacher can also show their talents in form of a story, in form of a art, and students can also come with their doubts in those forms and make the classrooms more interesting and interactive. For a school approach, large number of excursions, field trips have to be conducted, so that the child can go explore and can come with their ideas related to the topic. Technology integrated approach, all these things are there, but yes, technology is important, we cannot give up the technology. AI is part of these days in a school learning, teachers has to implement them, but yes, technology should be taken as a resource for teaching at the last, but first we should go with this nine approaches to have a connectivity with the student directly. We cannot say that you just go and explore from the technology, from the Google sites and all, because then for the student, Google is the first teacher, and the teacher physically present in their class is considered as a secondary one. So there should be a proper balance in that. Traditional pedagogies we found are at the risk in this internet age. Our traditional method was the oral tradition and storytelling pedagogy, which is now has been replaced with the videos, with the audios, which is which I find somewhere it's difficult, because all the time internet facilities are not there. So it is better to go back to your roots. It is better to use storytelling pedagogies in the classroom. Gurukul and apprenticeship based learning, where the close mentorship has been given each and every student in the classroom. It's like a real life skills in immersive, value based environments. Nature based and indigenous pedagogies learn through interaction with nature, nurtured ecological awareness, resilience, and practical life skills. Through gardening, we can talk about the different type of soils, the type of conservation of our soils and all. Instead of telling them directly to make a flow chart, have a watch that video and come with your ideas, it's better to sit, help them to develop their practical life skills by doing all these things with their hands. Slow learning and reflective pedagogy, most of the time uh, there is academic year in that teachers has to rush the syllabus. It is better give the platform for the slow learners also. It should be a slow learning somewhere. Instead of rushing to finish the syllabus, it is better to have a slow learning somewhere for the slow learners. Time for reflection for them also, contemplation and deep understand promoted long-term retention and the wisdom. So our annual plan and syllabus should be planned accordingly, so that we can give time to all the students to come with their own reflection. Instead of saying them, instead access promotes speed over depth, leading to surface level knowledge and reduce critical reflection, where the child is like they have done something put it on the social media waiting for the likes and the comments and wasting their time over there. It is better let them reflect by their own way through the notebooks, not from the social media platform. Handicraft and skill based learning. Traditional crafts developed fine motor skills, creativity, patience, and cultural identity. Traditional arts basically helps child to understand the more important concept in a life, patience. If they had the patience, they had the patience to understand the topic, they have the patience to complete their projects. Whereas internet is like you just put your idea, put it on a chat gpt or Google Gemini AI or something, and a picture has been created. It is better to do it with your own hands so that you can understand the importance of a time, your skills, your patience, you learn the patience. Dialogic and the Socratic pedagogy, questioning, dialogues, and debate build critical thinking, reasoning, and argumentation skills, which is very important for the student because they are going to be the future citizen and they have to work in that environment. So it is better to prepare them at this stage instead of having the online discussions where the we can say lacks spontaneity and depth of face-to-face dialogue. We also wanted to reclaim the lost pedagogies through NEP 2020, a return to roots, a new national education policy introduced in India in 2020, where we are talking about the revival of experiential and holistic learning. When we talk about holistic approach, we have to focus on the holistic learning also, where our method was Gurukul system and indigenous learning practice. Integration of interdisciplinary learning. I always believe in onion and potato pedagogy because potato we can peel at once. It is always better to go with that onion method where the it comes in a layers. The learning should be delivered, the lecture should be delivered in a you can say in a on a daily basis for one chapter or for one topic, so that in 5 days or 6 days the lesson gets completed. It's not like that on the one day you enter and finish the entire topic. So it is better to go with the onion and the potato pedagogy, I believe. Focus on the critical thinking and inquiry based learning. Always appreciate the child who asks the doubts, who come with their queries in front of the teacher instead of telling them to be quiet, so that the inquiry based approach is there in the classroom. Emphasis on foundational literacy and numeracy with context instead of directly go with the numbers. It is better to have a foundational literacy like we had those Vedic math concept in our country now. Promotion of Indian knowledge system and cultural roots. Instead of directly jumping to the lectures in the social science, it is better to talk about the cultures, community participation through you can say role plays, blending technologies with traditional pedagogies. Blending is important, it is right, but it's not totally dependent that you just give them the links, go watch and come with your doubts. Share something by your own also, then give them the links. Let both combine. I'm not saying directly jump to the modern, but yes, traditional you cannot give up. Here it is very important to reimagine the role of the teacher here is now not only the teacher who enters to the class, take the attendance, finish the lecture and went. It should be like a facilitator, mentor, and a core learner with the students also, because there are sometimes where we also learn with other students.
Yeah,
Here
Manoma,
are
let's conclude.
pedagogical journey, young minds with big discoveries. Educational framework, here we completed the 5 E's with above all pedagogies: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. These are the few references which we have taken for making this research paper and the presentation. Thank you so much for the platform. If any doubt or any question, you can ask us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.